So, I'm just going to talk about this girl. I'm going to try and find out my mate. What's this one? Okay. Dash Camus. I am just going online because I wanted to talk about this new girl who I just recommended. She's makes excellent videos, 6 videos as well, but only 4,000 viewers. But you just read through the comments and everybody knows what a good video maker she is. I'm just surprised that she's not. When you see the crap that people put out, and this girl makes really good videos, but she's got, like I said, only 4,000. Oh my God. The CDC adds new 6 coronavirus symptoms to its list. I saw a little child earlier with like a spotty tongue. Oh my God. Well, I've just been on the train today and I didn't have a mask with me. I was about to put a t-shirt around my face and this woman came over to me. She gave me 2 masks. Oh dear, that doesn't sound good. Where are you from? Dash Camus. Are you Japanese? Camus? Dash Camus? Well, I'd rather be in Japan at the moment rather than Europe or America. Doesn't look too good in America. I thought maybe it would drop down, but still a lot of new cases. Oh, you're in Brisbane, okay. Yeah, it looks as though you got control of it there, yeah? In Brisbane? Russian background. I'm thinking now of learning Japanese, learning Russian. I saw a video and I've thought about it a long time, but I saw this video and it was very good. I was impressed by the Russian people, so I'm going to give it a go. I think I can get through it. Some words are a little bit difficult to pronounce, but just like practice. You've been, well, you've been, well, you must have been on business or something, yeah. 36. Not many people have been to Japan fucking 36 times. Really? You've been 36 times on a tourist visa. Over how many years? Even if you went three, well, I used to go to Spain sometimes 2, 3 times a year, but that was cheap and close. But I guess if you fly from Brisbane, maybe it's close. Yeah, well, like I say, if that's 2 times a year, yeah. Well, maybe I've been to Spain about 10, 12 times, something like that. Spain and Tenerife. Oh yeah, I've seen that Jetstar. Yeah, that's all right. 400. That's Australian dollars as well. Yeah, so that's pretty good. So you speaking Japan? Did you learn the language then, or you just keep coming over to look at the girls? Yeah, but I just took like I said, there's not much going on at the moment. I just took in like about 300 kilograms the other day, 3,000 yen. All right, Tom, been worried about you. So did you have it then, Tom? Yeah, there was another guy from Wales as well. He hasn't been in touch. So I've been talking about you. So did it get bad then, did it, Tom? Tom's in Sweden, Dash Camo. He works in a shop and he said we had to go to the hospital and we didn't hear from him for about 10 days, I think. But it sounds like it, yeah. This is him talking now. Were you kept in hospital, Tom? Well, glad to see you back in anyway. Which in Japanese means thank you, thank you. Yeah, it's a very dangerous occupation at the moment. Oh, we've got a dickhead on board. What's up with you, tiny cock? This woman gave me two masks on the train this morning. Yeah, sure. The funny thing is, she got off at the next stop, the train, and it just left the station. You know, she got off. Fucking hell, man. Well, glad to see you back, Tom. I did. This is what I ate. Spaghetti bolognese with peppers and onions. Potato curry. Just potatoes. If you try putting in some mooli, when I used to make the Japanese curry, I used to put in what we say daikon. In the West, it's called mooli, Chinese mooli. Yeah, you can have daikon salad as well. Yeah, but that's pickled as well. Pickled is good. It's not very often you see fresh daikon salad in anyway. When I worked in a Japanese bento shop in London, and we had a special machine, and you used to put the daikon in, and it used to scrape all. It used to make fine. They used to put the fish on top of the daikon. That's it, daikon. I saw some pickled. I should have got some actually. I have bought it in the past, and it was on sale, really cheap. Bento daikon. I can't really fucking drink all this bottle. I've been drinking too much recently. When fucking this wine is $3 a bottle and it's nice. No, it's not very often I've been to. I have been to Koko Ichiban about 10 times in 30 years. It's not my. I'd rather go to an Indian one. Because it's just like soup, and they just put it's a basic curry soup, and then they put other things in it. So I'm not impressed with it. No, it's not cheap, really. It's unless you get like fucking Nami Hodai, then it's cheap. You could always get a bottle of wine that was all right for like 500 yen. Then I could get some that was about 450 yen, and now I can get this stuff at like fucking 330 yen for a bottle of wine that tastes all right. It's fucking unbelievable. And sometimes you're just tempted to have two bottles. Yeah, 330 yen. I wonder how much it cost in Sweden, Tom, for a bottle of wine. Bit pricey over there, isn't it? Sweden and Norway, Denmark. My nephew is now living. He's now living in Denmark. His wife has got roots to the aristocracy, believe it or not. Grandad was kicked out of the aristocracy. He was kicked out and sent to Australia because he knobbed the fucking local parliament or something like that, which would have been her grandma. Do you speak Russian, Dash Camu? Australia is Britain's largest open-air prison. Tata, I don't know. So how much would it cost for a bottle of wine, Tom? Fucking hell. Yeah, this is the Beijing bikini. Fuck your old man, the old cunt. He's fucking Scottish, isn't he? What's €10? So that's about, is that 1,000 yen or more than 1,000 yen? Is that more than, is that fucking $13? I noticed that Australian wine was fucking expensive. $8, $9 here. $10. Yeah, I started noticing like fucking. If I want a really nice glass of wine, bottle of wine, my mother-in-law sometimes buys it. Which reminds me, my birthday's coming up soon. A nice Chablis for about 2,500 yen. 16. Yeah, what is that in Japan? Why the fuck would you buy it in Japan? I haven't bought much Vegemite in my life. Oh, for Bovril. Shit on toast. You've got middle-aged. Have you got middle-class parents then? Sarcastic. Yeah, that's fucking pretty expensive, isn't it? $11. It's from the Glasgow slums. I think there's 2 glasses. Oh, I've had 4 glasses then. Monster, monster. So I was in a classroom with 20 people today. I didn't appreciate that. I didn't like that. There's no lockdown in Japan, but I came back through Fushimi today, and it was nearly every shop was closed. Even the lottery is closed. I couldn't buy a lotto ticket. I'm not sure if I can buy it online at the fucking Watch my numbers have fucking come up. Oh, well, that's good. Not fucking one came up, so that's good. Yeah, so glad to see that Tom made it. The only time I've had flu, I've had it twice in the last 20 years. And it was both for 4 days, and for 4 days I couldn't move. I could not fucking move. Slept most of the time. Could not even raise my arm. Well, I guess the more and more people you come into contact with, especially if there's a lot of people coming into the country. So have you closed the shop down then, Tom? Ooh, babushka, babushka, have some vodka. I think I've got like a Kate Bush album on the sofa. Well, Saturday night you're surrounded by old grandmas. Yeah, the supermarkets are open. But like I said, when I got off the train, there was a cake shop that was open. They sold bread and cakes, things like that. I have that with my dick. Hitler used to have that with his balls. Yeah, I guess the question's coming next then, Monster. Yes, I hope so. I'm looking forward to it. I don't know when it is. Then I can pay a bit of, if we get that, I can pay a bit of rent, pay one or two fines off, pay the electricity, and but telecom can fuck off. NTT, they can balls. So I said to NTT, can you tell me where these calls are coming from, where these calls have gone to? They say, if you pay the bill, then we can call you. Then we can tell you. I thought, fuck that. Where did Mr. Monster go with his Hey Gary? Nostrovia. Is that Polish? Four-hour hell, yeah, I think it's. I've been watching. Yeah, like I said, I've been watching some very. Looking at this learning Russian thing, fucking gorgeous. No, I haven't got that far. Let's. What have they? Oh, they've gone now. Where they gone? Let's have a look. Learn Russian while you sleep.
Ты смотришь видео на
YouTube?
YouTube?
Видео на YouTube.
Ты смотришь видео на YouTube?
Ты смотришь видео на YouTube?
I comb my hair. Я расчесываю волосы.
Я расчесываю волосы.
Я расчесываю волосы.
Я расчесываю волосы.
Я расчесываю волосы. I go to work. Я иду на работу. Я иду на работу.
Я иду на работу.
Я иду на работу.
Я иду на работу. Yes, I go to work. Now and again.
I go home. Я иду домой.
Я иду домой. It looks like it might need redoing. That needs Daniel. Yeah, okay, mate. That's a good man. That's what I like to hear. Yeah, I don't know when it'll be all over, like. Could be quite a few. So we don't know what's coming in the second wave. Or when the second wave is going to be. Yeah, well, I thought, like, I was watching a video, and I'm gonna, like, my Japanese grammar's pretty shit, but I'll be watching this video on what I should do now. If you go to Google Translate, what it does, it gives you it gives you it in Japanese, the hiragana, the katakana, but also underneath it gives you it in Romaji, so you can read that a lot faster. And if you read that, and that's what I'm going to try and do, study that for Japanese, and then like hopefully my grammar will get better. What is tata? Where's tata from? Because in Sheffield, tata means see you later. Tata, ta-ra. Tom's coming to Nagoya as well. Fucking hell. Tatarstan. I've never heard of that. Kazana, Kazakh. I think there's a very famous director called Eli Kazan, or an actor. Tatar. Oh, I know there was something about him. The Tatars, were they like, are they horsemen? Ah, there you go. So maybe I've heard of them. There's some on this thing here. This learn Russian while you sleep, daily life in Russian conversation, and this one of these quotes. It said, "I woke up and I can speak Russian. Oh wait, I am Russian." That's funny. Baku, I know Baku. That's the oil fields. I only went to Russia once, and as you know, that in Russia everything ends in off, and that's why I'm back in Japan. What was that? Wow, there you go. Russian in 5 days. I'll tell you what, the fucking women that they've got teaching these languages are absolutely gorgeous.
無料動画で英語がペラペラ？今話題のケンペネイングリッシュ。
Apart from this one, oh, she's studying. She's a student, she's not a teacher. Let's go to the teacher. Oh, looks like that fucking that beautiful girl was a clickbait. Bastards. The only things that are sticking in my mind at the moment is Privyet, Paka, Pasholst, Dubrov. Yeah, so when I went to Hungary, they tended to speak German and Russian. My screen's cracked. Make another comment, then it'll move up. No, I don't think I've heard of that, no. Off. Oh, yeah, have you got a big beard, Dashkaram? Dashkamu? Dashkam. Are you a scammer? Is that it? Dashkam. Is that what it's short for? It's a car team. Yeah, like you do get people that like are impressed with the beard now and again, but also there's a lot of Japanese that don't like beards. Oh. Yeah, I was watching that about an Australian kid on F1 on Netflix. When people start to make films, whatever sport it is, whether it's about people up and coming in boxing or people, generally they never make it because they're too fucking involved, concentrating on like how do I look on camera, am I getting famous, and instead of concentrating on the sport. Well, we were surprised actually because you can have a fucking Skoda. Skoda were when I was a kid, they were like the biggest pieces of shit on British roads, but they had Skodas in fucking rally competitions. Yeah, I suppose so, yeah. Well, it was just built like a tank, wasn't it? the Skoda. Where did the Scottish guys go to? Did they upset them again? Colin McRae, that's going back a long, long time, isn't it? I didn't know much about rallying, but I know that name. Yeah, they were good. The Finnish, the Finns. Or maybe they'll do that in Japan as well. Yeah, never heard of that guy. Yes, I have many times. In fact, that's where I was today. No, just fucking really not really breaking the law. Just I didn't see a couple of stop signs, and one I didn't have my helmet on. That was the last 3 times. And that's caused massive problems for me. That's why I fucking hate the police, they're cunts. All my things are up at the moment. Page views, page RPM, impressions, clicks, CPC, page CTR. No idea what they fucking mean. If any of you guys could watch, if you're in quarantine, if you could just switch on the fucking computer and just leave them on in the background and click the odd ad, I'd appreciate it. And click the thumbs up. Yeah, during lockdown. I do have a Patreon, yeah. I think I get about $50 a month. It can be found at R. Gary Patreon. You just type that in, it'll pop up. If you want to donate there, that'd be nice. I had a guy on this morning, and he was when he came over to Japan, he loaned me 100,000 yen, and he says, "Give it me back when you get better." So, but unless I win on the lottery, and then I will give it him back. But he was very kind to me. Cheers, pal. Oh, I've got myenzo@yahoo.com. That's on PayPal. What the fuck's up with this cunt? Ex-England keeper retires at 24. Fucking retires. Social media, too much abuse. Well, don't fucking be a cunt then. Well, then he's not retired, is he? He can't fucking make it. Well, I guess if it's not for you, it's not for you. Japan's temp staff. Now, this happened last time. So they're talking about letting a lot of temporary staff. This is the bastard here. The temporary staff, they find them jobs at companies and then take fucking a cut of their salary. But the problem is, if the shit hits the fan, they tell them to fuck off. But sometimes the housing is associated with the fucking temporary staff, so they fucking kick them out of the house as well. I'm trying to fucking move screen upon television, but it's got monitor with my finger. How much was you getting a month in construction? Were you working for a Japanese company or some? And how much was you getting under the table? Well, can you do timber work, woodwork, things like that? Like in the past, I have met people that were like building houses, timber frame. $850. What? Eh? What is that? A month or a week? You fucking come and work for me for that price. $50 a fucking day. I was paying people more than that, like $60. I paid them 70. I paid them at the most like $70, and I buy them lunch as well. Shit, man. Yeah, that's not good. Now I worked for a mate, and he gave me like 8,000. Other people have given me 10,000 a day. Yeah, like I say, if you're not doing it for too long and if you want some spending money, yeah, it's okay. No, you can't. If you got a skill, you can get. If you're a tradesperson, you can get, like, if you're a painter, you can get 15,000. If you in like this knocking buildings down, you can get $15,300. You know, like 300,000 yen a month. And you can get that if you can drive us. So when I get my license back, I'm going to see if I can get a driving job. My son's quite big as well, and like I say, he's a security man now. But like I say, if you are huge, you're a big guy. Well, you won't paint. That won't fucking buy you beer and food for the day, would it? 5,000 yen. Yeah, you know, like if you're worth it like that, then they should be paying you like at least 10,000 yen a day. When I was skiing in, I was teaching skiing in my money was 5,000 yen a day. I got accommodation, I got 3 meals a day, and I got all the beer I could drink. Now, if they're only going to pay you 5,000 yen, those are the conditions you want. You want fucking, you want feeding, and you want fucking beer. Yeah, yeah. But I wasn't licensed. Other Japanese people, they were working the same conditions. They weren't licensed. And I think if you had a license, you could get maybe 10,000 yen or more a day. I should have put this power in fucking ages ago. Fucking thing. I bought a fucking thing from the 100 yen shop where it would sit on the desk. I used it fucking one time. Yeah, nice weather today. Dash, the scam. My son is 6'4", 130 kilograms. Are you bigger than him? Yeah. Yeah, I can understand like working for that if you've got nothing better to do, without a doubt. You know, like if you, for example, if you're on holiday or something like that and get a bit of spending money, there's everyone can understand that. I met a fuck. I've had people working for me for 5,000 a day, but because that's what they said they'd accept. But it was fucking totally fucking unreliable. The cunt, Philippine person. No, he lives here in Japan. He wanted to be an accountant and he passed the public exam, but then he couldn't get took on by the council. They wouldn't give him a job. He didn't pass the interview, but he passed the exam. Then he did a 9-month course to be an electrician, and he couldn't hack it at that. And now he's a security guard, which should suit him better. You know, because like being in Japan and when they're as big as him, like he came to bring me some money. Yeah, he's in this area. He came to bring. I phoned him up and he brought me some money, and I missed him. And he went into the shop, and the guy behind the counter goes, "A giant's just been in looking for you." But he's a gentle giant, so he's a good lad. Yeah, I've had fucking all sorts, yeah. I nearly cut my fucking toe off, then I cut my thumb off, hit myself in the face with a fucking crowbar, and then that cunt hit me with a steel pipe. Yes, well, when I was younger, yeah, because he had ginger hair, yeah. And he's white, so in fact, I've got my daughter had to dye her hair black when she was working selling chocolates. Yeah. I did some stand up, and what I used to do stand up as a as an Arab, and I had that. You see that thing there on see that Titiana? That's the resuscitation doll, and I took that on the train in a big box, and I took that on the train with me. At 11 o'clock, people were fucking shitting themselves. They didn't like that at all. Fucking cunt! When I did the double act, I sat her on a seat, and I was sat next to her singing this song. You're going to get yourself a They call resuscitation Annie. So when a few weeks ago, I was on, I saw an article, and I thought, fucking hell, I recognise that face. And what it was in France, and a girl had killed herself while she was washed up in the river, and she was put into a morgue. They couldn't find anyone related to her, so the person in the morgue, he used to do some modelling, and he actually took a cast of her face, and many years later they used that cast to make the resuscitation Annie doll, and that's where it's from. It's from a young French woman, the face. I wonder if I can get enough Russian to get a Russian girlfriend in a year's time. Some of these girls are gorgeous. And they say the ones from the Ukraine are the prettiest. If you're going to insult people, fucking learn how to spell, you cunt. What the dolls aren't what they seem. Now there's my friend who I met, he did a video on this fucking doll, this doll show, and he got about over 3 million views. The people, you've got to take the things to the people. Yeah, nothing else on the channel though. Yeah, there is, and there's some videos on it, and there's actually, the men are still fucking married. And this, they're still married, and they've got this fucking doll at home. Can you believe it? Yeah, but of course they're fucking mental. Yeah, but you know that she should be suing them to kick him out of the fucking house and keep him in the house. But what they used to do a long time ago, if they were like way up in the company, they're getting a pension that is greater than today's salaries. My friend is 89, and his pension is like 370,000 yen a month. He's 89, yeah, that's right. That's not a bad fucking pension, is it? Better than your 5,000 yen a day. What's that fucking? What's that a day? 30's into fucking. And that was cutting off. His salary was 40 years ago. His salary was he was a chief engineer in Nagoya City. His salary was 14 million, and his pension should have been 7 million. And he had that cutting off. Fucking. But I used to get about 800,000 yen a month, something like that. But those days are fucking gone. So is the money. No, if you've got like, I think if you've got like 500,000 subscribers, you can do something. But it's not just the It's not just the subscribers. It's like Callum's Corner from England, and he pays me on Patreon. He sponsors me on Patreon because he's a nice lad, and you get these deals from certain, and you get a higher rate for your videos, for your adverts. I was a priest. Now, you can get a lot of subscribers, but it depends if the subscribers are active. Like mine, I've got like a few hundred views. Unless something strange happens. A few of my videos are like 100,000. Like one, I've got 500,000 views, something like that. Several 100,000 views, but they're just watching the videos, they're not subscribers, so. But at the moment, you know, at this particular time, which is affecting the whole world, you're just fucking concentrating on staying alive. Because you can be as young as you like, you can be as fit as you like. There are so many strains on this fucking virus, they're killing people of all ages, so. I don't know, well, they're not always on, are they? I was on earlier this morning. Weren't you? I was in the cafe earlier this morning. They were on then. You know, but like honestly, if I was in America or Europe, I'd be shitting myself. I'd be fucking hitting people with sticks to keep them away from me. I'm just like looking now at the bike, and what usually fucking happens with me, I've gone and thrown fucking clothes on the top of it. And it's on here. I don't know if you can see that. That's it. Everything's fucking stuck to it. I was going to give these trousers to a fucking homeless guy. See, that's a banana. Yeah, I heard it. I heard it the fucking other night. I think it was a fucking mouse. I had one run up my leg on for when I was in bed one night. But I managed to get them. I'm not bothered about spiders. Spiders are all right. Well, unless they're fucking in Australia. apart from the fucking Australian spiders. Fuck, man. No, I had one that had babies. And I saw a couple of them, like, fucking got those fuckers. What, are you trying to catch it? Is it not poisonous or what? Won't it touch you? I've seen those films of it in Australia, you know, where they've had those fucking, they've opened a fucking gate or a door and like fucking thousands just fucking rush the fucking farmer. That's fucking terrifying. Yeah, that's a fucking pain. Yeah, well, that sounds all right. Sounds like a good guy. These are the things I've got on. 100 phrases every Russian beginner must know. 150 questions and answers in Russian. Russian dialogue. Learn Russian, daily Russian conversation. Practice it. Learn Russian in minutes. Get started with Russian like a pro. Learn Russian while you sleep. Learn Russian while you sing and dance. Learn Russian while scratching your testicles. These are all true. 1,000 basic Russian vocab and expressions. I think I have to. Learn the write the vocab down to get the fucking vocab together. Because sometimes the words are a little bit difficult to say. Oh no, I'm not worried about the grammar at all. No, I'm like I said, I just want to get the. I want to learn the writing, get the writing down, learn the alphabet, and then stop with the vocab, just like lots of separate words, and then go and translate. I think I probably can go on Google Translate, and then I can click on the word. Then I can get a good sound. But I think